So both teams have had a bit of a breather. It's now time for the fourth test at Southampton. This is ESPNcricinfo Matchday previewing the England-India test. Let's have a look at the confirmed England 11. They tend to do this. They announce 24 hours prior or the evening prior to the test match. Alistair Cook's availability is confirmed. Keaton Jennings keeps his place. Big news is that Johnny Bairstow will not keep the gloves. Josh Buttler will keep wicket after Bairstow picked up a fractured finger in the last game. The personnel changes are Sam Curran, man of the match from the first test, is in. Chris Woakes, we believe, is injured and out. And there is place for Moeen Ali, who sees himself in an England test team after February earlier this year in New Zealand. Adil Rashid also stays. So there are two spinners. Let's go to Nick Compton first up. Nick, any eyebrows raised when you saw that? Two spinners in that team. Thoughts on the England team?
Yeah, it's strange. I think the major the part to talk about is obviously Bairstow not taking the gloves in this test match. And I've read a couple of articles today which show that he's notably quite dismayed at that. I think he's worked incredibly hard to get the gloves. You know, he's somebody who, if you look at his own statistics and by his own admission, has done quite well over the last 38, 39 test matches. I think for him to not have the gloves, while I understand he's got a sore finger, but I think if he is fit to keep, and I think it should be his decision. You know, the last thing you want is upsetting probably what's been one of England's best players over the last couple of years. So, you know, hopefully, I think it might be the better thing to do for the team, but I think it's a difficult one to get right. I still would like to see Joe Root at number 4. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I think England will be stronger for it. I think that top order still looks like it's lacking a bit of backbone, and that is a worry for me. But I think it's good that they've got Moeen Ali back in. He's in form. Last time he played at the Rose Bowl, he bowled very well against India. I can't remember how many wickets he took. He may have took 5 wickets and bowled incredibly well. I think the only difficult decision there was obviously axing of Ollie Pope. And, of course, Sam Curran comes back in. They keep Adil Rashid. They obviously think that despite maybe a bit of a green tinge on the wicket, it might be quite dry and that potentially spin may play a role.
Okay, right. Aakash, when you see your the home team reveal its 11 the evening before and play 2 spinners, could you be tempted to look at your own team? Virat Kohli said there's no reason to change things.
You know, I won't be getting swayed by what England have decided to do. They may be trying to address their issues. Their issues are more into the in the batting department as compared to the bowling department. And India, for the first time in 39 test matches as Virat Kohli as the skipper, he has this opportunity of just playing with the same 11 that he played in the previous game. So if Ashwin is fit and available, and that's what we have heard from Virat Kohli in the press conference, that's today, I won't change a thing. Just go ahead with the same 11 and win the toss, bat first. Ashwin will be all right. Pandya has delivered. I don't think that you need 2 spinners. In any case, Rashid bowls only a handful of overs, and Moeen Ali is there perhaps for his batting, more for his batting than for his bowling.
That point you made, Nick, on Moeen Ali and Ollie Pope missing out. Now, Moeen Ali last played in March against New Zealand. How much of it is Moeen Ali being a more reliable lower middle order batsman and just happens to be bowling spin rather than us focusing and taking the 2 spin bowling theory?
No, I fully agree. I think Moeen, by his own admission, is a batsman. He's always seen himself as a batsman. Of course, as bowling's come on, he's been quite useful over the years, but I think also he's been better in that second spin role. So I don't think he particularly wants to be the primary spinner, although he has done that job at times. I think his batting has clearly been the question. That's been the issue, I guess. He hasn't been in the best of form, but of late he's played a lot better. I spoke to him the other day. He said he's batting really well. And, of course, the 200 he's just scored for Worcestershire shows he's in decent form. But this is Test cricket. This is a step up. India have shown that they've bowled at left-handers incredibly well in this series. And I think it will be a different challenge. There's no doubt, you know, particularly having not played Test cricket for a while. I think Ollie Pope, I can understand them dropping him. He's a young guy. He's only 20 years old. And, you know, if they had played him, he would have had to bat at number 6.
All right, 8 wickets is what Moeen Ali did get at Southampton the last time. So that's confirming. Nick Compton saying that he did do well against India. Let's see if this is another test that will decide how Moeen Ali's test career goes forward. Aakash Chopra, assuming everyone is fit for India, you wouldn't change the 11?
No, I wouldn't want to change the 11. If I had another option in place of, say, Mohammad Shami, if that option was available and was tempting enough, I may have considered, but not at the moment. If Ashwin is fit and available, that's my only question mark. His fitness, his availability ability, but if he's there, I don't see a reason for India to change in any case, even if they would want to change. What will they change? The opening combination that did well, Pujara and Rahane, they scored runs in the previous game. Rishabh Pant has shown promise and potential, may not be the performance as such with the bat thus far, but it's just a one test match old player. Hardik Pandya, we're not asking anymore, is he a batsman or a bowler? He's delivered in both aspects in the last game. So no, don't change anything that ain't broken.
All right, many thanks Nick Compton and Aakash Chopra. Fourth test at Southampton, England v India. Exciting scoreline, should be a cracker. It all starts on Thursday.
If you liked what you just saw and want more, click here to subscribe.